Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been working on over the last few days. We lost power for 3 days, from Saturday through to Tuesday afternoon, and so there wasn't a lot of things that we could do. I couldn't really work on any paper projects because when it's raining and humid it tends to distort the paper a little bit, so I had to find something to do that wasn't so much with paper or cardstock. So I decided, I'm in a blog hop at the moment. It's called Grow Your Blog, and when I was looking around last week at some of the blogs, I came across something called a snippet roll on one of the blogs. I can't remember the name of it, but when I find it I'll put it in a link to it in the description box below. I had no pictures to go by, just my memory. And also this is glued because I didn't have electricity, so I couldn't use the sewing machine or anything like that, and it was just too humid to be hand sewing. So this is what I've made, and I'll just back up a little bit and show you. I kept it in neutral tones mainly because in my scraps bucket, that's basically what they are at the moment, because that's what I've been working on. I have a bucket where or a container where I just throw all my bits of laces and ribbons. They are still good, but they're only small pieces. So this is a snippet roll, and it was the first time I'd ever heard of it when I saw it on this lady's blog. And what it is a roll of your snippets. So I've just tied mine with a bit of seam binding here, and I'll just unravel it for you. Back up a little bit. Wrong way. Okay, that should do it. Okay, and this is what we end up with. Well, this is what I ended up with, and I think they usually do it about 12 inches, but yeah, it was a long 3 days, so mine's longer. So what I've used as the base of mine is I've cut up a strip of calico. I think you call this muslin in America, and I've just randomly stamped it with some archival ink just all the way along. This is a bit thicker than the one I used width-wise, but that's the base of my snippet roll. I've attached it to a wooden bobbin, and this is actually a crochet silk, this one, and it was bright purple, so I just whitewashed it a bit because I wanted to keep some of the original, there we go, some of the original features of the bobbin, because it is a lovely bobbin and I love the shape of it, but it was just a bit too bright for me, so I just whitewashed it a bit. And I popped one of the Lavish Laces shabby flowers on top, and I've attached it just using a couple of these silver things. They've got pins on the other side, so you just hammer them in. And this is my snippet roll, and all it is just odds and ends of bits of lace, tiny little flowers, pearls, buttons, some threads, yarn, a bow. There's just a word I cut out of some fabric, just some even findings from the bead caps and things like that. I don't have a huge supply of odds and ends at the moment because I tend to use them a lot, but you get the idea. A lot of people would have a greater variety, and if that's so, then you just use what you have. And move that down. And that's the end part there, and I think it looks really good. And it's just made up of scraps, and if you wanted to, I think it would be a great thing to send to someone if you wanted them to have a piece of your work. And they could even cut it up into little pieces themselves and use it, or they could hang it if you were to. Let's just have a look here. You could, once you've unrolled it, where is it? Once you've unrolled it, you just make a little hanger. Oh, I've got it the wrong way around. Okay, here we go. Once you unroll it, tie your little ribbon, and you could hang it on a wall as a nice little piece, decorative piece. On the back I've just done a few more, just odds and ends of lace. I didn't put any buttons or anything like that on the back because I wanted to keep it smoother for rolling up. So, yep, and I did put a flower right on the end just to finish it off. So that's my snippet roll. But once I'd finished that, I thought, oh, I'll make a couple of little snippets. So these are just individual little ones that I've made. Of course, these are not so scruffy looking. These are, you know, you could put that on a card or on a tag or anything like that. But I've used the same thing, so it all goes together. And then there's another one there that I've made. I just gathered up a bit of fabric and then put some trim over the center of it. A bit of jute and lace on the back. And I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. It was a great wet weather project to do. Okay, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you like my little snippets and my snippet roll. Bye bye.